Below the Empress stood 4 concubines, each one as impressive and beautiful as the Empress herself. Women who could one day be the Empress Dowager. One of them was asking Siana for a favor. By the way, if you haven't watched the previous episodes yet, please be sure to catch up on those first. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Siana pondered for a moment. This lady would be out soon. She called it a favor, but it was clear there was no option to refuse. Siana remembered the youngest of the 4 concubines, Angelina. Yet, she had never imagined Angelina would be so petite and young-looking. As Siana was lost in thought, the Empress called her again. Siana quickly apologized for the delay in greeting the Empress. "It is an honor to meet you, Your Grace," she said, introducing herself. "I am Siana, who serves Her Highness, Princess Eris." The Empress observed Siana thoughtfully. "You look like you have a lot on your plate. How old are you?" "I am 18 years old," Siana replied. "It can't have been long since you became a maid, but you are very composed," the Empress remarked. "You are overpraising me," Siana responded modestly. The Empress's curiosity was piqued. She knew Siana was the maid who served Princess Eris, the child who had been neglected but transformed into a perfect princess with the support of the Empress Dowager. The Empress then said, "Follow me. Keep everything you see from now on an absolute secret." In a nearby room, a young boy was playing with a toy. The Empress introduced her son. "His name is Rasses. What I want to ask you is about his education. I'm not asking you to make him as brilliant as Princess Eris. Please think about it carefully and give me your answer." Siana was puzzled. Among all the information she had gathered about the imperial family, there was nothing about a son of concubine Angelina. While serving tea to Prince Rasses, she gently asked about his story. The prince replied, "The 4th prince, Rasses Levajuan de Chaman, 12 hours old this year, that's all he knows. Since he lived outside the palace, there is no information about him." Siana asked why he lived outside the palace. "He said the emperor is not interested in his children, so it wasn't as difficult as I thought. He spent his time at Viscount Wilhelm's house, the concubine's family home, for educational purposes. However, as there was too little recent news about the prince, in the end, rumors even circulated about the concubine. One asked, could it be that you have a problem you'd like to hide from the prince? Empress said, please refrain from making such impudent remarks to the noble prince. They said if so, then please show us the appearance of His Highness the Prince. It's been several years since His Highness the Prince was born. Isn't it strange that no one in the palace has properly seen His Highness? His Highness the Prince will enter the palace and greet everyone on the year he turns 12. Wouldn't that be enough? Prince Rashid said, seeing as you're asking such questions, it seems there's definitely a problem with the prince. In the mind, Prince was happy because Siana came to see him. She said, I will be here if you need anything. Anyway, you listened well, Your Majesty. Thanks to you, I was able to get enough information. What should I pay for the story? Prince said you've already paid the price. Siana pondered. Eris must be quite worried, so she went to meet her. Princess Eris was furious. Absolutely not. You are my maid who promised to take care of only me. I am your only master. I absolutely cannot allow you to leave me or serve another royal. Siana hadn't expected such a strong reaction. She calmly explained, I want to become a middle-class maid. In this situation, this is the only chance I can get. The wall that I cannot overcome with my status. Express Angelina will definitely help me overcome it. And without any rumors that I became a middle-class maid by using the young master. When Eris understood it was only for half a day, she reluctantly agreed. Siana hugged her. Eris said, I don't like it, but I hate to hold you back even more. Siana thanked her and apologized for upsetting her. If I become a middle-class maid, I can do more for you. Nini and Nana also chimed in. We are here too. We've prepared many new dresses for you to try on, and you mentioned wanting to make bracelets. We'll bring you some beautiful stones to look at. Until Siana becomes a middle-class maid, we will protect Princess Eris and the palace. She was glad to know that she was not alone. Siana said she would do her best to assist the Empress, even if it helped just a little. Then she returned to her place. The Empress said, you must have been troubled because it was such a sudden request. I'm so glad you agreed. Thank you, Siana. Siana thought to herself how humble the Empress was to thank a maid. She then spoke. I have a few things to tell you. For a period of 15 days, 5 hours a day, just until Prince Rasses's birthday party, you should maintain absolute secrecy regarding the prince's condition and the content of his education. The maid Siana will assist Queen Angelina in educating Prince Rasses. If satisfactory results are achieved within this period, Queen Angelina will promote maid Siana. Is this enough? Tell me if there's anything more you want. Siana replied, I will do my best to help as much as I can. The scene shifted to a flashback. After Angelina gave birth to her son, her father said, well done. Really? Well done, Angelina. You are now a majestic queen. I'm certain the Wilhelm family will be as powerful as ever. I'll give this child a nanny from the aristocracy. So you focus on taking care of yourself. Angelina, with a hint of sadness, responded, Thank you. The maid came and kneeled down and said with all due respect, Your Highness, there is something wrong with the prince. Angelina asked, What are you talking about? Maid said he never makes eye contact with anyone, nor does he ever respond to his name being called. Empress said, What do you mean there's something wrong with the prince? That can never happen. Then she went to meet the emperor. He said if you say the prince should recover outside the castle because he is weak, the emperor won't be able to stop you. Don't worry, I'll take him and fix him no matter what. But she also wanted to go. Race is only 2 years old, so I will go too, she insisted. But the emperor punched the table and said, How foolish. You have to keep telling people in the palace and society that Prince Race is getting healthier and smarter with time, and he'll come back as a prince with no shortcomings. That's what you must do. Understand? Angelina, upset, said, That's right, father. As time passed, one day, Angelina entered the hall and saw a broken vase on the floor. Her father was holding Race's hands, attempting to teach him royal manners. Shocked, Angelina asked, What have you done to Race? Her father responded harshly, Why are you here without any permission? Can't you see? I'm teaching him. The moment people find out that the prince is an idiot at his birthday party, Race's future of becoming the emperor will disappear, and it will be the end of the Wilhelm family. But no matter what I do, he can't understand or act like a normal person, he continued forcefully, so I have to be strict with him. That's why Angelina had to find a different way. She secretly left with Race while her father was away for a few days. She thought to herself that it wasn't until that point that she saved her child. I don't have any right to be a parent, she murmured. He said, I will be back in time for the prince's birthday party. He'll know that Race is here by then. That's why you must help, Angelina pleaded. If the prince gets even a little better than before, he won't blame me. I only have you, Siana pondered. The situation was more serious than she had thought. She understood how overwhelming and difficult this must be for Angelina. Seeing her cry, Siana held her hand and promised, I will do my best. Where is the prince? Angelina explained, the prince is sensitive to everything, but at the same time, he has a narrow field of vision. He only focuses on the things directly in front of him. That's the bigger problem. He can't communicate at all. She took Siana to where Prince Race was. Siana approached him gently and said, The weather is very nice today, Your Highness. Observing the prince, Siana remarked, Prince Race is not ill. The Empress asked, What do you mean? Siana explained. The prince was just born this way, and thus, this chapter draws to a close. Stay tuned to discover what unfolds next in the story. In the meantime, why not explore my other videos? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more captivating stories. Your support means the world to me.